It all started with this drawing of a pair of scissors, which I liked so much that I decided to make them a reality. The idea wasn't to copy the Kill la Kill scissor blades, but to make something quite different, and I was sort of inspired by an Aaaaaand Wonderland theme. So I made them in Fusion 360 and cut them into different layers with these jigsaw pieces on the ends so they could overlap easily and glue in place. And the end result was a very nice pair of these pretty big scissors, sort of supposed to be about dagger size, not too big and not too short. So once that was done, I had to go into the smoothing. You can see here little bits of filler that I've used to help smooth things out. I also found that using a blade to scrape along the edges gave it a really nice smooth finish. And then I decided to mark out areas that would look better in my opinion with the sort of peened feel. And so here we are, we can see what I've done here. I've used a Dremel just to add in the peening effect in these areas that I highlighted. Then I had to make some screw holders with magnets embedded for the joining of these two pieces. So I gave them each a base coat and then went over them with a brush on silver paint, which honestly came out really nicely, and it took quite a few layers to get an effect I really liked. One of the things that was so good about it, sorry, this is a test piece where I was experimenting what happens when I sanded smooth it and then went on. But anyway, one of the things I liked about it is that the weather was so hot that I ended up with this sort of sand blasted effect in areas, which is really cool. And so here you can see that I start to add in a bit more weathering and other colours. So here is the finished piece. Now, as you can see in areas like this, there is this nice sand cast texture, and that's because the weather was so warm while I was applying it that it dried instantly off the brush, and yeah, gave this nice mottled effect. After doing that, I then went over the entire piece with black shoe polish and buffed it off, leaving a slightly blackened metal and lots of it in the nooks and crannies, which really helps pull out that third dimension. And then in areas like here and here, I then went over it again with burnt umber just to add some rust and give it that more metallic feel. I then smoothed off the blades on either side and added some weathering and cuts where I expected damage would occur. Now, the yellow test piece that I showed you just earlier was specifically for the blades, where I needed it to be smoother and not as rough as here, because obviously I don't have a rough edged blade. And I wanted to make sure that I still got a very metallic look, even though I'd removed the gloss surface of the paint. And to be honest, I think it came out quite well. Now, the nice thing about these blades is that, as well as being able to open fully like so, they have the wonderful ability to come apart into two daggers. One dagger that's held upside down, and the other one that is held much more like a sword. So there you go, two blades that snap nicely together. It feels like the sort of power-up weapon that you'd get, you know, if you get two blades in the game, snap them together and you've got your ultimate move. Now obviously, there is no way to look at scissor blades without comparing them to Kill la Kill. And that's quite unfortunate, because that was not my inspiration. I was much more inspired by a sort of darker Alice in Wonderland feel, a bit like the game Alice Madness Returns. So if you've seen that, you'll know what I'm looking at. And I thought that this was a very interesting way to reimagine the Vorpal Blade, for example, a fictional blade that has no true definition. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's got this sort of oversized madness to it that I really quite like. Now, as for what I'm going to do with it, I don't know. There might be a cosplay in the future. I might hang it on my wall. I'm probably going to make belt holsters for it, just for the sake of it. So I think that'd be fun. But yes, I really needed this because following university and finishing my exams and honours projects and everything, I had quite a serious slump. In fact, by the frequency of my video uploads, you will recognise that. You will know that I've not been uploading much at all recently, and I just needed to get, I needed a break, and then I needed to get back on my feet with some projects. So this is a nice, easy, fun one with no real stakes in it, and yeah, it's good fun. I did have one or two other ideas that I wanted to show you, however those fell through for various reasons, but I do have one or two exciting things that I hope to show you in the near future. With that said, thank you very much for watching, and if you do have any other ideas like this that you'd like to see me make, do let me know, because I'd be quite happy to try them. So thank you very much, and I shall see you again next time. Goodbye.